And this large clearing that I've set my tent up in, there's tons of grass, dead dry standing grass, and it should work really nice to make a good comfortable mattress for me to sleep on. So I'm going to get to work with my knife, gather up a bunch of this grass, bring it back to the tent, and spend tonight working on making a good comfortable mattress. Well, this is what I was able to gather before it got too dark. We actually got it gathered just in time. There's a slight pitter-patter of rain on the tent right now, so at least we got some dry material to get started with. This mattress doesn't have to be super big. It doesn't have to be the whole size of the bed, but really what I need the padding for is my hips, my back, and my shoulders. So as long as I can make this mattress long enough to extend from my shoulders down to about mid-thigh, that'll be plenty big enough for me. And I want to try and get it, once it's compressed, down to maybe about 2 inches of padding. And that should be plenty enough to keep me comfortable on this log bed. So to make this, all I'm going to use is some twine. I've got a roll of jute twine here. Just going to grab a big bundle of grass like this. Come over to one end. I'm just going to fold it over. Try and tidy it up a bit. Might try and roll it a little. I'm going to take a length of this twine, probably going to be about 10 feet or so. I'm just going to tie it off over here. Nothing fancy, just a square knot just to hold that together. Now I'm going to start my next row. I'll dress this up the same way, folding the end over. Just roll it slightly. Then I'm going to come on top of this first section I tied off, come around here, pull that tight, and just secure it off with an overhand knot. So now that these two are tied together at one end, I'll begin tying together the rest. Once again, just going to do a simple square knot on this first bundle. Try and get it good and tight. Dress up the second bundle real good. Take this line, all the way around, and just secure it with an overhand knot. There we go. So now we have these two sections right here tied up. That feels not bad actually. So there we have the first two sections fastened together. Now basically all we got to do is just keep adding section after section. We should end up with a nice little grass mat. Before I move on to tying the next section, I just want to make sure that this is good and tight. And then go ahead, wrap this next section, make sure that's good and tight, and then secure it off with that overhand knot. I'm definitely getting faster at this, starting to get a bit of a technique down. I severely underestimated how much grass it would take to make this mat, but I think we're going to have enough to where this is actually going to be a decent sized mattress. So for this last row of grass, what I'm going to do is just take an extra wrap around and then tie it off with a couple of half hitches. This isn't going to be getting carried around or beaten up too much, so these half hitches should hold well enough for me to sleep on it. Save this twine for later, future projects. So my original plan was to continue running these rows of grass and make it like 4-5 feet long, but from what I gathered, this is what I was able to get. If I wanted to make a really long mat, I would need probably about 2 to 3 times more grass than what I gathered today, which would take a long time. But I'm thinking, rather than laying on it lengthwise this way, I'm just going to have my shoulders up here, my waist down here, and I think it should be pretty good. Let's throw it up on the bed and see what it looks like. It's definitely thick. Oh, wow. I really wasn't too sure how comfortable this was going to be, but that is not too bad at all. That's awesome. Just long enough too, that was kind of fluky. But yeah, my waist is on here, my shoulders are on here, I'll have my pillow under my head. This could be one heck of a good night. First things first, foam sleep pad, wool blankets, wow, is that not something else, hey? Oh, wowzers. I'm thinking I'm in for an excellent sleep tonight. That's nice. Really nice. I'm quite happy with that. So I think what I'm going to do is just get the wood stove stoked up, get ready for bed, kick off my shoes, and hopefully have myself a great sleep. So I will see you guys in the morning. Oh man, what a good sleep I just had. This bed is super comfortable. I'm so happy with it. Oh man, it was an overcast night all night, some on and off raining. It didn't get super cold out, so I had the stove just choked right down. Only had to get up once to throw more wood on. And yeah, really awesome night out here. Oh man. Yep. Simple mattress for a simple bed. Put them together and it's quite the treat. Quite the luxury to have a bed like this out here. I'm really looking forward to spending the rest of my nights on it. Oh. So, yeah, I just got up and stoked the stove. It's burning hot now, so I can heat up some water, wash myself up, have a quick breakfast, and get on with the day. That's all it is though. Simple bed, simple mattress. Makes for some pretty good comfort out here.